2, 3.
Shin Chan! By Dawn's Early Fight!
My name's Zach Bolton. I am the ADR director for Shin Chan, which basically means that when we get all the dialogue, the scripts come in for Shin Chan, we bring in actors one at a time, and I basically have them fit their lines into the pre-animated show. And you know, when the actors come in, they haven't had a chance to read over the script, so I kind of have an idea of how the episode's going to go, and since they're doing it one at a time, kind of help craft each line, since we do lines individually, into the episode. Shin is played by an actress named Laura Bailey, who's been doing stuff up at Funimation for years. Laura's been pretty great as far as playing Shin. I'm not sure anybody else could have done it, really. The amount of energy she brings and creativity is pretty incredible. I don't think I've ever seen anybody up here be able to settle into a character that's so off the wall so easily. It takes a lot for her to get into the voice. I think some people have described it as a potato in the throat kind of voice. So she ends up making a lot of weird faces while doing the voice. So trying to act with any kind of range while making your voice do something so unnatural, and then to maintain speed and comedic timing and energy is pretty incredible.
My name is Jared Hedges. I'm the head writer for Shin Chan. We take the Japanese and we look at the Japanese, and then we kind of throw out as much dialogue as we can to put in some kind of American humor and things that make sense for an American audience. Unfortunately, with the Japanese, it's a very funny show in Japan, but so much of the comedy is either puns in Japanese, or it's references to Japanese pop culture. You know, it'd be like, oh, remember that sumo wrestler that one time? Like, ha ha ha, that was great. So, you know, it's not going to translate. So then start talking about Angelina Jolie or whatever. So that's kind of the process. Somebody does the first pass, and we pass it around to our various writers on the staff, and they do punch up, and then goes to the booth, and then they have ad libs, and it's all a smorgasbord of comedy gold. In a typical anime dub, you're just trying to chaperone the anime and keep the spirit of the show alive, and all the plot and everything. You're just trying to kind of reword it so that it A, fits the flaps, and then B, you know, sounds smoother, like it's originally in English. But with this, we had a lot more kind of free reign, where we're still trying to keep the spirit of Shin Chan, and I think we do that, but we do make a lot of dialogue changes.
It is a pretty popular show. It's been running in Japan for, I think, 15 years or so. So they have hundreds and hundreds of episodes over there. And it has seen a lot of international success as well. But what we're trying to do is, because so much of the humor is based in Japanese culture, we sort of had to reformat it for an American audience, an Adult Swim kind of audience. So we kind of had to age up the humor a little bit, which has been a lot of fun, because the show itself originally is a pretty funny show to watch, even just in Japanese. And I don't speak Japanese, but I enjoyed watching it that way. But being able to age up the jokes, you know, be a little bit more crass, has been a lot of fun, and I think it's been well received.
So I'm Cynthia Kranz. I'm Cynthia Kranz, and I play Mitzi on, what's the name of the show?
Shin Chan.
Shin Chan. Actually, I'm Laura Bailey. I play the character of Shin. This is, I don't know who
I'm
this
Mitzi.
is. Mitzi.
My name is Cynthia Kranz.
This is Cynthia Kranz. I'm Chuck Huber. I play Hero, right? It's kind of like The Simpsons, except funnier. And better written, with a better social commentary.
It's extremely inappropriate,
It is
politically
extremely
incorrect in every way.
incorrect. But this is the thing, is that it's very much like a real family. It is absolutely, everything that happens in the show that's funny has an element of truth to it. Because I have a large family and many children of varying ages, and everything that happens in the show, I'm always in the booth going, that just happened last night.
And I don't have children, so I'm scared for myself when I do that Mitzi's going to be my role model. That's a little scary that it really is this way.
Well, you know what's funny is that there's parts of the parenting that is, you know, Mitzi smacks the crap out of Shin all the time.
And pulls him by his cheeks.
Pulls him by his cheeks, but you, as a parent, you
Want to do that.
You want to do that. You want to just smack your kids sometimes. You're not allowed to in this country, unfortunately.
So is it sort of Ally McBeal, like we see on that show, what she wanted to do
Right.
on this show? It's what you want to do to your kid.
Yeah, I think so.
Hello, I'm Laura Bailey. I'm the voice of Shin. I would say I do the ass stance on a regular basis, but I don't. I don't know, in order to get into character. Hello, I'm Laura Bailey. I'm the voice of Shin. I would say I do the ass stance on a regular basis, but I don't. I don't know, in order to get into character, I guess I just leave my shame at the door and get in the booth. I don't really have a hard time with it. It can be a little bit embarrassing sometimes, but most of the time it's just really, really funny to have to say, you know, like, farty poop fart on a regular basis, you know. Well, we were going for matching the original Japanese, so it was kind of difficult to try to find that voice originally, but now I just try to be as stupid as possible, and Zach, the director, kind of freaks me down a little bit to get the pitch down lower. And it sounds kind of like this, and yeah, it's kind of embarrassing.
That's actually a reaction that we worked on for quite a while. We probably got at least a dozen takes to get just the right ring shot.
And this is very similar to my actual house. Just the other night, I brought a child to the bathroom to pee, and he just wet himself.
Are you serious?
It's true to life.
We typically get peed on or wet once or twice a week.
And see, this is why Chuck is so great at Shiro,
Yeah.
because he brings that personal experience.
That's exactly what my bed looks like. We got all these kids, and they all start in their bed, and by the end of the night, they're all in our bed. I end up on the couch.
In a non-creepy sort of way.
Totally.
Yeah, in a non
No, it's
Michael
totally.
Jackson.
They're my children. They're not other people's.
Why did you even say that?
I'm uncomfortable.
I'm holding a
horrible
naked
person.
elephant. My mind's going places. I'm
Chan,
sorry.
I think
Oh, okay.
Right. Well, fortunately, the people that I didn't use the regular kind of anime dub writer team that I have for the other shows that I've done. For this, I used my writing partners that I went to school with and we had a lot of experience with writing comedy, and they're currently working for Nickelodeon, and they did a lot of stuff for the Disney Channel and stuff like that. So to them, I mean, that's what they do. They're comedy writers, so it wasn't really that much of a switch. It was for some of us who had been working on the anime dubs kind of to pay the bills. It was nice to finally get to do what we were, you know, trained to do and been doing on other shows for other networks. So, but it's definitely, writing comedy is very different from writing anything else. So.
I almost said something, and then no.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite parts about Shin, is the kid logic that he uses. Things make sense to him in a completely different way than